Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Let me ask y'all a question, right? First of all, thanks for clicking on the video. And please consider subscribing, right? Let's get this channel to 10,000. I've had it a little over a year. Try to get it to 10,000 before December. Is anyone out there worried about Jared Anderson? Because I say let's forget about Earl Spence. We know what happened with Earl Spence for Crawford. He's healing up. Man's out there on vacation. Looks okay to me, all right? But for Jared Anderson, do y'all not realize that this man has been hustling? And it makes me wonder if he wants to get in the ring as often as he is. Now, the reason I say that is because, check this out, right? Let me scroll down a little bit. He has been extremely active. Now, let's just check out this run, okay? In 2021, he fought in February. Then he fought in April. Then he fought in October, okay, in 2021. 2022, he had to wait. He didn't get in the ring till August. Then he fought again in December, okay? After he fought in December, 2023, he fought in April, okay? Then he fought in July. Now he's fighting August 26th against a guy named Andre Rudinko. Now, his record is 35 wins, 6 losses. Now, let me tell you something. I would think that they would have rested him up a little bit. You look at the fight between Anderson and Charles Martin. He took some heavy shots. He got banged up pretty good, but for the most part, you know, he was the busier fighter. But he took some hard shots that last round. And that last round, man, let me tell you, if they had 20 more seconds, he would have been knocked out cold. Okay? But it didn't happen. But I just think there's no need to have just fought on 1 July and be back in the ring August 26th. Now, I know if you're watching this video, you're probably saying, well, hell, Helene has fought on a Friday, and then the next Friday he was back in the ring fighting Anthony Joshua. And I get it. But I'm concerned about him. And the reason for that is, let me tell you something. I'm seeing some things in Jared Anderson that concern me. Now, this guy here, Andre Rudinko, right? This man is 35 wins. Well, I'll just show you, okay? This man has 35 wins. 21 of those wins are by KO. 6 losses. Only one of those losses he was knocked out. Okay? He stands 6 feet tall, so he's a little shorter than Jared Anderson. 73-inch reach. Anderson has a little more reach on him. So for those of you saying, well, look, man, he's a smaller guy. He's kind of like the Dominican fighter that Jared Anderson fought. Jared Anderson should be able to come in there and bully him. To that, I say, hold your horses. Let's not take it to the stupid. We know for a fact these fighters coming out of Ukraine can scrap. And this guy can crack. Now, no, he doesn't have Deontay Wilder power, Vitaly Klitschko power, but he's got power. Why would you put Jared Anderson in with someone like this? Now, we talked about Jared Anderson having some things he needs to work on. First, his defense isn't the best, man. He gets a little sloppy. He throws wide shots, okay? He's a big boy, man. He looks a bit winded in there from time to time, you know, because he throws a lot of power shots. And his chin is not the best, man. And I'm not saying this to try to break the champion down, you know what I mean? I'm saying this as a concerned fan of why you want to take someone like Jared Anderson, right? As a matter of fact, let me pull up Jared Anderson's thing right here. Because the man doesn't even have 20 fights. And you're going to sit there and push him like this? I just think that's complete madness. You know, let me pull this up so you guys can have a visual of why I'm so concerned. You're going to take a young guy like him and keep pushing him. And let me tell you, you know his chin isn't the best. He's already been exposed. I mean, what are we trying to do here? I just don't get it. I need someone to explain to me what they're trying to do here with Jared Anderson. Okay, now let's go back to this right here, right? This man doesn't even have 16 fights. 15 wins, 14 KOs. He has a 4-inch reach advantage. He has about a 3-4-inch height advantage. I mean, come on, man. Why in the world are you sitting there rushing this guy? What's the rush to keep him in the ring? You want to keep him active 4 times a year, three times a year. I think that's spot on for him. 4 times. I mean, unless they know something we don't, because you know that secret society, the winner's probably been predetermined. The way things go out here with the secret society flying the wall and key decision makers who are making sure that their agenda is met. But I just don't think it's necessary to throw him into to the wolves. But at the same time, you know, he has his own goals, his own desires. He wants to be a champion. In addition to that, he doesn't want to be in the sport of boxing much longer. Those are his words. So maybe this is something that he wants, lofty goal to be pushed 4 or 5 times a year, and just see if he's ready to get out there and get busy with Deontay Wilder, Usyk. I tell you what, it's not even about Deontay Wilder, Usyk, Tyson Fury when it comes to him. It's about the other heavyweights. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you go over here to, let me pull up this page, right? You go over here and you take a look at what he's facing, especially knowing that he can get hurt. Let me tell y'all something. I just don't think he's got what it takes. And people talking about he's the best heavyweight, up and coming heavyweight here in America. No, he's not. Ricardo Torres is. That's who's the best heavyweight. Okay, and he's a silver medalist and everything. So for those of you who don't know who he is, y'all better get spun up on y'all boxing, because that guy Torres is going to become a champion. He ain't no joke, man. I've been following him since he turned pro. Matter of fact, I saw when he fought for the silver medal, and I've been following him since he turned pro. He is a problem, and he's on Top Rank. He's signed with Top Rank. They can make the fight, but I doubt they will. So when we come over here and you take a look at what's really going on at heavyweight, right? Let me do something here real quick. Okay. So let's do that right there. It looks a lot better. When you take a look at what's going on here at heavyweight, this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to get him ready to bang with these guys here in the top 10. Now, let's just be real. Jared Anderson and Alexander Usyk, red light. Okay? Jared Anderson, Fury, red light. Wilder, red light. Joshua, red light. Andy Ruiz Jr., I would have to say red light, but that's probably the fight to make, you know. Dillian White, that's a good fight to make. But Ruiz will never take it, because he still feels that he deserves, you know, AJ Wilder, Tyson Fury money, but he doesn't. Dillian White is a good opponent for him, because I think he can clip Dillian White. Realistically, Joe Joyce, Ortiz, Parker, Hrgovic, they're not going to give him a shot at all. But Derek Chisora could be a good fight for Jared Anderson, since Chisora has 3 fights left. If he can beat Chisora, that would really help his profile and his platform. But when you come down and look at what really he's facing, I mean, Jared Anderson under the WBO, right, he's ranked number 5. For the IBF, let me see, he's ranked number 15. Let me show y'all where that is. He's ranked number 15, okay? Over here for the WBC, he's ranked number 7. And then for the WBA, he's ranked number 7. So you can see Jared Anderson is just, you know, quietly moving up the ladder. But when you look at where he is in the WBA, a fight that I think can get made for Jared Anderson after he fights this guy, I think he could fight Gerald Miller. Somebody needs to give Gerald Miller a chance. I understand Gerald Miller made a mistake, but Jesus, man. You know, Bob Arum, give Gerald Miller a chance. Let him fight Jared Anderson. I think that's a good measuring stick, because Gerald, the real Gerald Big Baby Miller, he's not going to lay down. He's not going to lay down, and he's going to be there, and he can fight. You know, he's durable. And if Jared Anderson can somehow hurt Gerald Miller, knock him down, knock him out, that's really going to speak volumes about his potential competing at the elite level with the other heavyweights. But realistically, I just don't see it. Because you see this guy named Makhmudov, he is a problem. The other guys he has to look at possibly fighting. Frank Sanchez, problem. This guy here, Otto Wallen, problem. Gassier, problem. So for Jared Anderson to even think about fighting for a belt, what he has to get through, these guys rank in the top 15, he's got to get through some killers, man. And I just don't think he can do it. It's because he's strong, man. He can fight. He's been boxing since he's been a young man. But just me trying to be real and say Jared Anderson against Luis Ortiz, that's a tough one to call. But Ortiz has been damaged from Deontay Wilder. Andy Ruiz further damaged him. You know, Jared Anderson could possibly pull off the upset. But at the same time, you know, the old Cuban Cadillac with over 500,000 miles on him, he still got some pop. And he could come and upset the apple cart and knock out Anderson. He's extremely high risk. That's why nobody will fight him. It's ridiculous that nobody giving Ortiz a chance. Nobody will fight him. Frank Sanchez, y'all be real. Jared Anderson is basically, he's just remained static in the ring if he's not punching. Frank Sanchez, I have a field day with him. And these other guys, Makhmudov and these other heavyweights, man, I'm telling you, those guys are problems. So we're gonna see what they do next. But trust me, Bob Arum and his team know that Jared Anderson, he's one punch away from getting knocked out. Then he got Kazabutski. I don't know why they just didn't put him in with Kazabutski. I think I know why. Okay, it's Kazabutski gets busy, right? So we're gonna see if they ever decide to reschedule that fight. But all I'm saying for Jared Anderson, I just was shocked to see this man fighting again. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? It's like, I just think, you know, I'll put it to you this way. Less is more sometimes. You understand? And that's what I'm going to leave it as. For Jared Anderson, less is more. More sometimes can be less. And I think the more he fights, the less of a chance of him getting to fight for a belt or even in an eliminator, because there's more of a chance of him getting his ass knocked out. And I'm just being real as possible, man. Unless he can learn to tuck his chin and not get hit by shots. Because you got to understand, with him, Jared Anderson standing 6'4", he's kind of undersized when you talk about these other guys who he's out here, you know, looking to go up against. Another good person for him to cut his teeth on, they probably won't fight because they're close, is F.A. Jogba. But you got Jogba, you got Kazabutski, man. You know, Fabio Wardley's bubbling up. You got Gerald Big Baby Miller. You know, Adelaide. You know, we talked about Makhmudov. But I'm telling you right now, man, Luis Ortiz, Gerald Miller, those sound like pretty good names to me. Gerald Miller, because that's an easy fight to make. But then again, we just got to wait and see how it plays out. That being said, leave your comments below. I don't think it's necessary to push him that hard, especially against a guy who has knockout power. He's smaller, but them Ukrainians can fight. I'm telling you, man. Even Red Catch, the man can fight. You know, Lomachenko and then what's his name? The one that just fought Munguia, Derevinchenko. Once them last name ending in a Chenko, leave them the hell alone. They can fight. But we're going to see. This is a really, really competitive fight, in my opinion. And we're going to see how it plays out, because Charles Martin almost got him out of there. And this may be a fight where things don't go as planned. But I'm hoping he has his head on straight. And I'm rooting for him. But I just got to be real when I try to sit here and break this stuff down, because I'm just looking at his strengths. I'm looking at his weaknesses. What makes him so vulnerable. And it's that chin and wide looping shots. And if he has that chin up there for longer than necessary, man, let me tell you something, man. It's going to be a target, and I think the Ukrainian's going to catch up to him. You know, the Ukrainian isn't in there floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. He's fighting small and coming in. And that could work to Anderson's benefit or to his demise. We just got to wait and see. But that being said, hey, he's back in the ring. Matter of fact, when is he back in the ring, man? Saturday, August 26th. It's crazy. Back in the ring. Anyway, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. In the breeze.